Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Georgetown Hoyas.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker. Then it's Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the four-man position.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid teams.
And the Badgers with possession here. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Here is Hawkins following the basket by Freak. Again, missing Hill. Freak with it. Passes it to Hudson. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Freak. The Badgers pull it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Kaminsky, the pass to Hawkins. Hill up top. Here's the screen. They need this one. And again, it's the Badgers missing. Hoyas leading by 4. And here's Freak. Hill pulls it in.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
It's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. Here's Freak. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state. titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Badgers shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Good on both. Hoyas leading by 5. 41 seconds left here in the first half of basketball. No good. So the Badgers will take it the other way. Here's Decker. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Badgers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 26 seconds left in the first half.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
That's good, and the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Georgetown lead. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak, he's in at the point. Hudson is out there with Warren. Then there's Price, and it's Randolph in at the 2 spot. And for the Badgers, Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 slot.
You know what? Just a tone setter there to start the second half. Just powering up for that rebound and getting it to fall.
Decker, good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same. And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Now, Freak, he has 5. No one covering. Freak's got 7.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Hill. It's a 5-point game. The pass to Hawkins. It's back to Hill. Wade outside. Misses off the right iron.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Now here's Freak, guarded closer. Shot off the pick. Conley grabs the miss.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Hill with it. Out defended by Freak. Goes up the baseline. Hill, no good. Hoyas leading by 5.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And it's a 10-point Hoyas lead. Here's the Badgers with the ball. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Also Trice out there. And it's Joseph in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Freak, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Hoyas?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Harkless comes with a double team. Evans left side. They need this. Pass to Hawkins. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Decker, guarded by Price, and mismanagement of the shot clock, the 35-second shot clock, as they'll turn it over without getting a shot off in time. And the Hoyas. And Georgetown also making a switch. Freaks checked in. Hoyas leading by 6. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Wisconsin trails by 9.
Don't be afraid to make the extra pass. If it's open, take it.
And the Badgers with possession here. And Fisher kicks to Gibson. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
Here's Freak. Second chance shot. Felix, the pass to Hodges. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Freak. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
Here's Walker. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
So the Hoyas win it. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they put in, all the pressure, Greg, they've been under all tournament long. This is pure elation. Being able to call themselves now champions.
And Kevin, from the players, the rest of the students watching, I mean, this is something that can never be taken from you. They will always have this moment in history to reflect upon.
And it's such a punishing path to this moment. I mean, you look back on all the close calls along the way as the field gets whittled down round by round. I mean, they survived quite the gauntlet to get to this moment.
Indeed, a very special moment. And that's going to do it for us. I'm Kevin Harlan. It was a pleasure to be with you all season long.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing,
Daddy.
Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking and vibing, I love it, freaking and vibing. This freaking and vibing thing you do when you get hot freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in mind, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that. It was true. It happened to me.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the 9th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select the 19-year-old point guard from Georgetown University.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this...
Here we go. My first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports. Checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Luis Scola. James Johnson's checked in for Damari Carroll, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And what a big moment here. We get a glimpse coming off the bench of the first official NBA appearance from Freak.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family in the crowd tonight or watching at home, I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
And so in the game for the Pacers, Freak in at point guard. Mahinmi is out there at Turner. Then there's Ellis, and it's George in at the 3. And that's the very first basket right there, folks, of what is hopefully a very long and a very prosperous career from Freak.
You know, and there we have it, the first taste of this young man's scoring prowess, showing he can handle NBA defense.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's the NBA that's going to have to show it can handle him, not the other way around. He's ready.
And for a long time now, Indiana has protected the rim. It's one of the core elements of their defense and why they are so strong on D every year.
5 to shoot. George passes to Freak. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Freak's got 5 now. Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school. He could be on the NBA clock.
The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
And last year for Indiana, top 3 at protecting the rim. Opponent shot under 50% right at the hoop.
You know, that number might not sound like a lot, but being under 50% on essentially layups, that's a big deal. Protecting the rim is a huge part of winning basketball. Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And DeRozan kicks to Biyombo. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Hill. Johnson dishes to Biyombo. And here is Joseph. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Now here's Freak. For the 3. No good on that last second attempt there. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pacers out in front, up 7. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. Well, you know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Luis Scola. James Johnson's checked in for Damari Carroll. And it's DeRozan in for Corey Joseph. On the court for Indiana. Freak, he's in at the point. Paul George is out there with Turner. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Ellis, and at the shooting guard. George passes to Freak. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And one thing about DeMar DeRozan, such sweet mid-range jump shooting accuracy. It was his bread and butter in college, and Greg, the same here in the pros.
And he gets tremendous lift going up, really squares himself to the rim and releases it quickly. Almost an impossible shot to defend.
Gets it down to single digits. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Freak kicks to Mahinmi. Soft touch off the glass.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Outside DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Freak. The offensive rebound. Mahinmi's shot is good.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Outside Lowry. 13 feet away. A shot by Johnson, no good. Pacers leading by 10. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. Freak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And that sends Freak to the free throw line. That's on Patrick Patterson. Free throw good, Freak. Here's DeRozan. 12 points for him. The pass to Lowry. Johnson goes in.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
This is his first free throw of the game. That one is off.
Shooting for Toronto.
And through the first half. It's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They seem to...